Okay, so it's 5 minutes after the bottom of the hour. We're getting in on this new lows. They keep pounding the pound, and every time they pound the pound, I buy it. So I got in 6 standard lots here. I'm just going to wait for the retracement into the U.S. market open. And that is the trade of the night of coming into the jobs report, trying to make 20 pips, maybe 30 pips. I'm up 10 off the bottom on some of these tickets. So this is a big flash crash. Another example of the irrational exuberance of any one party, any one team that thinks they have the ball. So we crush into this new low, and it goes pretty deep there on the pound. The scary one, I suppose, would be the euro, because if you look back, there's nothing. So it's the euro right now. Look back to the left, there's nothing. Really have to look back pretty far. Actually, you could say this top from August. A top kind of just became a bottom, although we blew through it. We overshot the runway by 10 pips. But that would be the big giant pivot. And on the weekly, we are just crushing it this week. This week only, as they say. But if we're just trying to make 100 pips, or we're trying to make this, how many pips would it be to this floor? We're just beneath. On the daily, we're outstretched underneath. We're like 50 pips discount. We went all the way to the round number and tagged it. But that was just moments ago. Here's the 5-minute. Look at the reaction to these fresh lows. Well, that first one, you could have scalped that, taking your 8 pips, 7 pips. The next one's vicious, but, look at this. People are cashing out now again. Another cash out. Are we going to engulf? Or are we going to start going after this trend line? This trend line has been working for these people. Keep selling. I guess if you draw this one and then you sell this one. And it would also be one of these perfect setups, I suppose, if you babysat that. Top becomes a bottom of the trend line, pull the trigger, or put your sell stop here and get in the same trade, a little bit more expensive to sell that late into the thing. So we're waiting for the top of the hour. We could see it spike up or spike down. If we get our size right, so we're down $50 here, and we're in 6 standard lots, I would say 5. Conservatively 5. All in one case, we're just waiting for the thing to do something here. We want to get out of some kind of margin. And ideally, we scalp this whole thing out and nearly go flat. I mean, it is kind of crazy. Look at this. Look how steep this is. This would be the 3rd dip. And the scalpers have already gotten out. So if we didn't get out here on something, maybe we're nuts, because we're going to just keep tanking. That's always the other part of this. And this is really hyper active at this time of day, because we're coming into the opening of the next market session. So that we just trap everybody. The trade's breakouts to the downside because it's in a downtrend according to my 8-period moving average and my trend lines. Is that the trade? You're doing this projection off of this. You take the low between it. That would be the so-called measured move. Is that the end of the move? So we still got another 6 hours before they open up the Dow Jones. And if we go down another 20 pips, I wouldn't be surprised. Can the account handle it? Now we're down $185. So At this size, we could be down $1,000 into the open and still taking on more tickets. I only filled half my order bank here, so, but this is some ridiculous pricing, huh? And by 3 o'clock, we could be all the way back to here. The last known low, if you just go back 4 hours, right there, that'd be another scalper's exit, because I'm sure they've, like I say, the people that trade really heavy on these new lows, and you kind of have to, because look at how much money, right? You buy in new lows here and pendings that you set. Like, you could have, that was the low from yesterday. Yesterday's intraday low. And every time I think in the big pictures, you know, oh, what's the 8-period moving average on the, and if you are going to run a moving average, you're going to run like a 5-period on the weekly. If you're going to really, who's putting a 30-period moving average on the weekly? So what is the point? Which trade are you taking? Would there be a range trader at that point? There's no way you're going to tell me you're waiting for your indicators to catch up on the 30-period. It's not. No. Can't be. Well, maybe it is. But we want to make money every day here. Every day here at Psycho Camp. Camp Psycho Forex. The outliers. We're getting in where it is the edge. Okay, now we got to retrace by the top of the hour. 15-minute traders have to take us back up through this closing floor, closing prices. And we got to shear off at least this candle, pop up, and it could still slam down again. But look at this tag and peg at the round. And of course, you know, did you buy enough down there? Are you out? Are you out of the trade? Here's a half-hour picture. A little more, less inclined to sell on the half hour. Like if I'm short right now, I'm thinking, well, we did take out this, and look at this entry. Notice how, if you could just get into this bid, if there was no spread, and you could just buy this window and then dump into the most logical exit is going to be, well, what is this? Okay, so that's not a lot of money, but that is the trap trade. In essence, you should be out of something here, and I don't think I am. I'm in for at least a ride up to, I got to get to here to start making, oh, I got to get to my Fibonacci extensions. Forgot to tell everybody about, I just came out with a new Fibonacci extension course, and it's so funny if you did that right now. And so what you do here is you put the 0 on the top of this wick, and you draw this, how you use Fibonacci. I put it to this wick here. The next, I'm just taking the range of that bar, 100% of that bar. Well, look at the extension. You tell me Fibonacci doesn't work. Get the fuck out of here. Right? Isn't that that's how I would use it. You're just trying to get like an expansion of price. In other words, the whole point of Fibonacci is you're going to put your stop here at 0. You're going to sell at the 238 above the 100%. Your 100% is your range, right? So here is your range. And when the market's really quiet, so if you're just going to trade a small area, your stop is here, right? Or this is your stack of your soft stop. Maybe you're selling the 100. And you got soft stops here, and this is your take profits, and you're going to make 4 times your money on that last ticket. That's all there's to it. So for us, we're going to use it like, I really wanted to make myself believe in the trade more. I would put this 100 to this, pick the last known volatility session, which is the half hour, which is brutal. Yeah, extension takes us all the way back to the top. Go figure, right? Well, any of those prices on the way up, any of those prices on the way up look like a good place to get out to me, especially the size I'm in. So if we can make 600 bucks this morning, which is just about 15 pips here, we'll be fine. So buying this big dip here, I saw this thing fall out of bed. And I had a couple limits down there, but not enough. And then I'm thinking, what is going on here? Look at this on the 4-hour. He's selling this right now? Oh, so we got to see what happens. But that is a new low, and people are all over that thing, right? And they're already left the station on the 5. They're already gone, right? The people that trade into this high probability, like you fall below this wick and then you come back. Okay, their worst entry if there was no spread. So here you've got that trade would be over for them and they'd still be down the spread. But if they bought heavy, real heavy, so they're buying one standard lot, and by the time they get down to here, you're in like, I think I got into 3 standard lots down here. All this thing has to do now is go up 10 pips. I'll make 600 bucks. It's still tank. And I kind of diversified. I'm in a little bit of pound and a little bit of, and the pound's still tanking. And this is the euro. So I'm running the, oh, look how frantic we're getting here. So done 180 bucks. It's going to get pretty wild. Look at this euro smashing back up while the pound's still getting pounded. So there's plenty of room to buy more pound. I've got a bunch of limits down here. Look at the pound just going. Just people sold here. I bought there at the market. I added to the position there, but with 50 pip stop. So I think I'm going to buy some more right now. With a 50 pip stop. Yeah, with a 35 pip stop, I've got 22 pip take profit here. So just trying to make, I guess, 20 bucks there. So we're in big now. And I got in the background, I'm running the euro, so that's why I'm only down 200 bucks right now. So there you go. About 5 standard lots. Still more selling coming in this pound. It's incredible. But the euro's turned around. So I'm in the euro, kind of like trying to get this softer equity punishment, because this way I got the pound in the background running to keep buying when it tanks here, and I'm long the euro, which is kind of done tanking. And it's coming into the London Open, so it's like Europe's already kind of selling the dollar, and the Brits aren't quite done yet because they haven't opened. They went up for another hour. So we are kind of losing on the pound here. So I'm watching the equity to see if I got the right balance between the currencies. Yeah, pound's got another 10 pips to go here. And at this point, if they let me put some more tickets in, I'll just run 4-hour scripts now. Or here's a 4 hours in a tight spot. That's probably my favorite trade is 4 hours, so we can set it and forget it. You know, let's try to make 26 pips with a 14 pip stop. So this is my trade here. $7 to make $8. About 10 of these would make us 80 bucks. So it all adds up in the end. We're down 230 bucks here. Now the euro's tanking, and the pound's recovering a little bit. So, but I can run real heavy on the euro with tight stops, and I can run wide on the pound. So if we can keep tanking here, I'm getting ready to pull the trigger here. Put some market orders in at 50 pip stops now on the pound. Let's get back into adding to this. So we're about to go into some crazy low from January now. We're about 10 pips from a big sell-off in January. So price-wise. So regardless how quickly we get here on the chart, because we could get there like in a blink, or we can drip down into that price as you come into the jobs report in the U.S. So either way, but it's all about this, the next, I'd say 8 pips. I think it's going to be a flash crash. We get filled on more tickets. Probably be down about $500 at that point. I'm just got to wait for it to get filled. Wait for top of the hour here. We're flying into the prices here. We are crushing into it on the pound here. So I'm getting in heavy. I'm going all in. I'm buying at the market. We got limits down there. Okay, this is going to be right into the top of the hour. I'm looking for a flash crash now. It's all those limits I put in there. So here's some tight. Let's see, we can make about 42 pips here. 3 hours. 3-hour tickets here. I bought quite a bit at the market right there, but that's how that goes. I am buying at the market right there. This whole time I was clicking. So I put on another standard lot, another 70K. And I got the limits sitting here. We'll make 33 pips here with a 17 pip stop for 6 hours. And we're just going to interweave these. And once again, we're asking the market to come down and pick us up. In the meantime, every 5 minutes it's down. I'm buying at the market. Because I just want new lows. We just want to even newer new lows. And now it's crazy. We could spike down about 10 pips right now, just to the top of the hour, and then rip back. Right, we've seen this before. Look at the 4 hour. Jesus. So we're only below. Looks very dramatic, but, really only about 30 pips below this wick. So that'd be our take profit. Anything up to there, and we just got plenty of dry powder here to just keep on getting in more. So we're down about, equity is drawn down here a little bit, but this is just how it is. I see this window. I'm pulling the trigger. I'm going to build a position in Extremeville. This is an extreme punishing sell-off. I don't think we're going to make this, but this is where I put a lot of tickets, is just here, just in case. We don't know. We want to go for half throttle on the account in these situations because we're in so big, right? In so big for just a short period of time. The scalp. Let's say back to here. Here's the oldest support, and we're just trying to capture this window. And on the big picture, it looks like nothing, but this is a huge position, and this is a big. To me, this is a big position. It's $1,400 a margin at 501 leverage. Just making it back to this high probability. We'll actually be slightly up on this trade if we hold through the top of the hour here. This is the big London trap, I guess you'd call it. All right, let's just hold this thing. And in 1 hour, we could get out and have money. We can make $600 in about 1 hour here. Well, we'll take the equity up to maybe at 16,000. 300, 400 maybe. If we can make it back to this price here. That's all we got to do. We're in unfair value. We fell in a hole. People lost their mind. And but it's not really about that. It's just about all this pent up like this big void left behind because these wick dips here. Once that thing gets dipped and then goes up, yeah, the sellers be coming in up there. Okay, so this is that kind of crazy spike down, retrace, 20 pips, we're out. And this can all happen in about 5 minutes after top of the hour. So this is the big. And at 4 o'clock in the morning, things will start to. Maybe by that time we're up 30 pips and the whole trade's over. I just go back to sleep. I guess the going back to sleep part, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. So I get up at 1 o'clock in the morning. I looked over, and this morning I saw the demo account was getting filled. And it was stopped out of it was down like $300 because I put in a bunch of orders really tight, because there's actually quite a bit of money in the account. So I thought, I'll just put these orders really tight. Okay, here we go. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. It's 5 seconds after. Let's see if we can't make at least $300 out of the gate here. Take off some of this margin, get the margin down to about $800 of usage. Let this scalp play out. Don't touch a thing. Too late to buy it, in my opinion now. Like whatever you did up till 3 o'clock in the morning, it's just hands-free now. Now you got to let it make money. So this is the phase. We're up $60. This may last 1 hour. We'll make $300. We'll pad the account back up to equity to get to 16,000 here. And then you can have a Cuban sandwich. You can make so much money, though, having a comedy forex, mastering comedy forex, of course. All right, so this wick is pretty vicious on the pound and the euro. Euro made new lows, so did the pound. They're making them fresh lows. We're getting that discount morning stop hunt volatility. We're almost back to 16,000. 16,300, I think, was my high water mark. And we're just going to wait this out. This is going to take at least another 4 minutes. I mean, this is some crazy prices, right? You're coming into here. And now the sellers are coming all the way back in. So that was pretty short-lived. Okay, let's take a look. The 1 minute traders have just lost their mind on that. We can tank again. Look at this 1 minute chart. Now, whatever you may think about this thing eventually going up, I think that, yeah, a lot of people just like, well, we're getting out here. This is ridiculous. Look at this. And of course, if you're the person on the 1 minute chart, give me a half a pip spread with really zero commissions, I'm ready to go. I just keep pulling that trigger. Double bottom here, it takes off, gets to the 100-yard line, pops through. But I don't think we took it once. There wasn't one ticket we took off the table there. I think I took off 3K here. That's the problem with the greedy targets. If you're really going to be a scalper, I would have to get out of something right now. Like when we were up about $500 here, I'd have to let go of some of this position. But this, you can make way more money if you just wait 15 more minutes, right? So we ricocheted off this on the 15. So calm down, people. It's going to be okay. But look at this. Look at this vicious, people just cashing out on that 5 minute wick. Can they take it lower? You know what? I got enough money. Let's go lower. I'm ready. Come on. Show me your Dominion machines. Oh, that's it. I'm getting decimals on my bump stop purchases. Well, no, it's going to be a bullet tax. What they're going to do is, yeah, it's because, well, they found out bullets were getting up and killing people. It wasn't just the guns that were getting up in the middle of the night and killing people. The bullets were doing that too. See, going for new lows here. Look at that. It's all pissed off. We could still go down another, 8 pips here. So let's not forget that's possible. Down $300 right now. Yeah, looks like we're going to go down lower. Should have sold there. But that's tough. I'll try to get this account up to about 30 grand. I can make about $600 a day here. We could still tank. Look at this. I think we are going to spike down. Yeah. We're going to start tanking now. Pound's not done tanking because plenty of time before U.S. markets open here. Still reaching down into the abyss. So I said this, the abyss, on the last video, and I said it really, I guess. Or maybe the Google's reading my mind, but I see the abyss comes up as a movie to watch, and I'm thinking, well, maybe it's just me because, I mean, that's kind of a common movie. I think there was the abyss too. All right, it's 3:05, so there we go. We just locked in the 5-minute charts. Let's take a look. Oh, double bottom on the 5. Should we buy? I don't think so. I'm in so big that if it keeps going down, we're going to have to be thinking about yikes. Because I bought here with a 50 pip stop. I must have bought 150K here with a 30 pip stop, 35 pip stop just to make 22 pips. So a pretty bad ratio there. Shit. Okay. Looks like we're going down lower though. Bye-bye. Both the euro and the pound. So the euro's also still making new lows. 3:05 in the morning. It's kind of running out of gas a little bit on that 5-minute. Okay, let's zoom out. Take the big picture. Top-down view. Just going to go through the floor. So another these many pips to go. I'm going to go for the 33 pip targets here. And broker just, I just maxed out the account there. Only got a 4K in there. More downside possible on the pound. Of course, this is that white knuckle stage of trading, Are they going lower? Should I buy more? And this is just, you have to wait the clock out. You would have, if you buy low on the 5s, you would have bought this. With that one rule. But like I said, I'm already in so heavy that if we come down here, I'll get in another, I'd say 150K right there. Boom. So this just drops anymore. But that's it. That's my trade. Put a lot of orders really deep, and really big. And on the way to that thing, we're gonna get in just so incrementally here. Depending which broker you're at. So some brokers, that is a new low on this broker. We just made a new low. The 5. Okay, so it has been, it's still, we're waiting for the 4-hour charts to update. Now you got to ask yourself at this point, on the 4-hour chart, when we update this, we'll be down 12 hours, I think. Here's another instance where we have not had one bullish hour. So we're really kind of running out of steam, I would say, into this abyss. But this could just keep going. Could it not just keep going? So we're down $350 here. We're taking some heat. Taking some heat here, but it's gonna wait it out, 4 o'clock in the morning, we could be down another 10 pips by 4 o'clock in the morning, and then not to mention the jobs report thing. So we got to get the Goldilocks thing going between the euro and the pound. One guy's getting in, one guy's getting in more. Okay, the pound's going to tank. So we're going to buy more pound on limits and more euro on limits. We're just going to get crushed here. We're going to be down about another we'll be down about $1,000 here. Just let everybody know how many Cuban sandwiches you're going to need. Okay, here we go. This is the big feeding frenzy we've all been waiting for. All right, so we're in nice and fat now. We lost a couple tickets. Okay, it was a $500 SmackDown. And we're looking for more psychodrama. I don't know if there's news coming out, but it wouldn't matter. Maybe Biden just bought another dog or something. Okay, here's the big crush. Actually picking up more margins, so that's even better. We're only down $1,000. So how many Cuban sandwiches are we going to need? Honey, get the Cuban sandwich menu again. Okay, I'm buying at the market on the euro. I'm going to get in there. I think that's done. Okay, let's get in the market then. On the euro, see the 5. I think we're done tanking here. So let's buy some euros with the $5 stops. All right, so we're locking in. We're buying underneath the floor there. Pretty frantic. Everybody's all giddy about this price smack. It is pretty amazing. Okay, now I'm seriously in. Here, let's buy some more here. I think that was a big fake out CNN trade there. Another bump stop special. Okay, I maxed out the account, so lucky. I'm down 1,000. Okay. Waiting for the retrace. Yeah, because we still got U.S. markets up. We could still tank some more, believe it or not. So I get in that 50 pip stop and then put the limits below. If we could get into 15 standard lots here, then retrace for how many pips? Okay, so that's going to be it. All right, so we maxed that out. Okay, next problem. Now that is amazing. Look at this. On the 5-minute chart, this is where you really have to step up to the plate and just go and buy at the market. I mean, look at that. Oof. Wow. That is going to be hell to pay. We're probably going to take this out now. They just beat the shit out the dollar. Oh, now I just live for this trade. We're in so big on this. Okay, we're only down $400 now. So get the what do you like on your Cuban sandwich again? Oh boy. This is one pissed off currency, ain't it? Both of these things. I can't show you both at the same time here because broker doesn't let me. But look at this. Nobody makes the euro sit in the corner. Look at that. So that was I was saying this was looking better, but they could still go deeper. And there we go. We're almost up on every ticket now. So our equity's back to basically where we started, but we're in so big that if we ride this out, and this is the 4-hour chart, if we ride this out till here, we'll be up on every ticket. And we'll make a chunk. And we can bag it and let the pound do whatever it wants. Pound could still tank. I don't know if the pound's done tanking. Look at this thing. Wow. But we tagged this. Did you see the reaction down here? This is that window. Wow. All at right 3 o'clock in the morning, and man, look at this thing just pissed off as the euro is too. They're all pissed off. Look at the 1 minute chart. Oh my Lord. So here the spread is noticeable. You can see it. All right, so that's the trade. That is today's white knuckle entry at new lows in the so-called London breakout system. Breakdown, trap, and rape to the floor. We lost a few tickets. We lost a couple soldiers. Okay, we're only down $100. Using 16,000 as my starting entry. Got into we're in 8 standard lots now. Riding this thing back to the round, or hopefully to here. And this is going to be all over by the time the jobs report comes out. Let's hope we're up about 10 more pips. We'll make $800. Get to 17,000 now, 500. And then wait for the U.S. markets to open. So go flat maybe. It's going to take us about 45 minutes here, or an hour, or whatever we've melted down. We've been going down for how long now? Let's just make it back to this, and that's going to be $800. But wow, did they punish that euro? They just went and dipped that thing so deep. And I don't know if we're done smashing it down there on either one of these, but wow, that is the ultimate sell-off, mind-boggling sell-off. Went for the low of this day. Well, on the 4-hour, there's a ledge there. 20 pip trap. So yeah, we could still tank. Pretty amazing, but it's all happening here on the first real month in February with quite a sell-off there. I mean, for the well, not for the pound. I guess that's a typical sell-off. Here it's pretty tame, right? It's just only down 30 pips. I mean, the pound is down 60 pips for the love of Pete. So that is a completely different market. Okay, the pound is coming back to try to take out this high. Its 15-minute charts are updating right now. They've already updated. Are we going to, can the bears hold everything below this closing floor? Are we going to engulf to here? Are we going to start cashing out? This will be our first take profits. We can be up on all these tickets if we could just get to that yellow line. And this is the point of the trade. You just sit back and let it go. There's nothing you can do. I'm not going to buy here anymore. I'm not going to chase it. It's done. Can't do that. And 15-minute chart. Yeah, because I got enough money that if we recrash, I know I won't blow up the account. If we go lower, I've actually got buy limits down there. I could actually buy more. So I'm in a safe position, in my opinion, as far as the Goldilocks trading system of getting the right size. This time of day, all we have to do is flip up, and we will scalp it. Otherwise, we're just going to go down deeper and scalp again. The best scenario, it scalps out of here. In the next 2 hours, we are up to the Asian lows, which would be the typical kind of comeback to this price on the 15-minute chart. And then we're like golden, right? Because then we're up on all that stuff. If we don't touch anything, all my targets are streamed out all the way up, cascaded all the way up. And we just got to sit in this trade for the next 2 hours. So I think that's the way to go. The scalps are built in. Don't move any of your take profits. Don't move any of your stops. You know what the stops are. I actually pulled the trigger on some of these that have like a I guess I could buy a little bit here. So every 5 minutes this pulls, every 15 minutes this pulls back, I could buy with a 14 pip stop. And on the euro, that's pretty acceptable, you know. So you can really get heavy positions built in the euro. But the pound, I would say stand back because that thing is vicious, you know. Look at this, it's still going lower. They're not done. The pound's not done tanking. So I do think this is going to drop more. Look at this, right? They're going down lower. But the euro's holding on. Yeah, we're going to go down. Look at this. So I think we're going to crush deeper now. And maybe all the way to here. So we got enough dry powder. We can buy all the way to here. I don't know if they're going to be able to do it. You know, it just, look how insane. Look at this 5-minute chart. Like, the sellers here ready to go down for another plunge, you know? So we have to have enough breathing room for that. But maybe it's just going to stop here. We got 1 minute left. There you go. They just updated the 5. So we have a double bottom on the 5. I got to buy at the market right now. So let me buy at the market. Tight stop. I mean, what am I risking here? Okay, I'm risking $3. Got $13,000 free margin. We're down $600 now from our initial $16,000 equity starting about 40 minutes ago, I think, something like that. So looking for more plunge on this pound. And I'm going to gobble it up on limits. Let's put some more limits in. Let's get some nice fat targets now, because if we're right at the edge of this thing, if we go for the engulf cash outs, which is here, this is an 8-hour ticket, but it doesn't matter because I want to get in. I guess they're not going to let me in. Let me close out a ticket. But you see what I'm saying? Right here, we'd buy here. But see, I got the limits in already. I think we're going to go down here. I guess I'm rooting for the bears to take them down into my limits here. Stabilized on the euro, though. The euro looks like it's going to be hard to retest these lows now. This looks like a distant dream. That we're going to come down here again. That looks impossible to me. On the 15. Yeah, but you know, stranger things have happened. The euro's the British pound's really just killing people. I mean, if they are buying into this and they don't have enough money to buy even lower, it's pretty white knuckle there. A half-hour chart's about to update. Oh, there we go. Bye-bye. So let's see how much we can take here. Almost up to 8.5 standard lot there. 8 standard lots. Okay, let's go. We're only down $900. We could buy more. You got limits down here. Okay, that's perfect. Let this thing autofill. Yeah, more selling coming into the euro dollar. That's fine. We want this sell off to come in. So we're down about 1,100. All right, down 1,000 now. Okay, let's buy at the market in case they stop me out of something. Let's get at the market now. Again with these 50 pip stops. I'm gonna go all in. Just gonna click until I run out of. Okay, so that's it. They locked me out. So there. It was nice and deep. Nice deep entry there. Oh, now I'm getting picked up on the limits, so that's even better. And the euro is going for new lows. All right, so now we're in a nice fat position. We're down $1,200 though. So it's going to be a real kind of a Cuban holiday. Bring your tiki torches to the. And when I go to the Benihana bar, I'll think of you as I have the Cuban sandwich that I know you wanted that Cuban sandwich so bad, but all right, so I'm going to buy more here on this insane deep discount day. The euro's coming off the floor here, so we can buy more euro. Wow, what a amazing crush. The problem with selling here just to make 20 pips is I'd be so afraid about this thing getting squeezed. Look at this thing. Wow. When the buyers come back to town, look out. Okay, so I'm going to see if I can buy some more at the market here. All right, I'm in max there. Only down $800. So you got to look at this. The bright side of this. Now, that is insane. Still got 4 o'clock in the morning to come. We still going to go down lower? I don't think so. Boy, did we load up down there, though, huh? These are the market orders. And we just keep buying this plunge, man. I just love buying a plunge. It's just so... Okay, we're back to the floor on the euro. We try to go for a double dipper. Couldn't do it. Here I should have put some more limits in. Is that a nasty, vicious market or what? 1 hour. So this is the cash out point for all the scalpers. So you got to take your money and run because these things are they're just vicious. Down $1,000 right now. Honey, I shrunk the account. All right. And we're still not out of the woods. We're still waiting for U.S. markets to open, but these are kind of ridiculous prices. I call this unfair value. We are just outstretched into Insaneville here. There's no sustainability to this sell-off. It's purely a filling of an old price. That's it. I mean, we're below this thing. It's like yikes. Be very afraid to sell at that point. Still down $1,000 here. So we got this bottom of the hours coming up, more volatility, or this is going to be the big half-hour update. You really want to buy below on the half hour here. If it closes down here at the bottom of the hour, I'd buy more at the market if they let me. They don't game stop me out. No buying allowed. Please hold. Your buy order is very important to us. We will fill it as soon as we can. Oh, don't worry, sir. We've escalated your case to a higher echelon of bureaucracy inside of our company. And once we'll get back to you. I can't remember the name of the secretary, but she'll take your calls. And every time I go down to the massage parlor, I'll think of how many Cuban sandwiches we're going to need to make it okay for you to open another trading account with us. Because after the last time, yeah, you were disappointed. I know we blew up the account, but it's all good, right? You said something about this auction theory, and the next thing you know, I look around, we're down $1,200 on the account. What's going on here? Look at this. Still tanking. Buying new lows. Still tanking on this thing. Good God. Is this that cloud trading? That tanking? Tankanashi? Yeah, this is that how low can you go? This is the limbo. Oof. Is there news coming out? What was that all about? Well, that was all spicy. Now we're only down 800. Boy, people just love this deep discount, don't they? What is going? I must be news coming out here. Yeah, it's got to be 1 minute to news. I guess I don't pay attention to news. Apparently, just doesn't matter. I mean, look at these prices. Are you kidding me? Who's not buying this sell-off? They got half my account in this thing. Come on, man. We're only down $800 something. So we're going to be out of this trade very quickly. Apparently, there's news got to be coming out here in like 25 seconds. Wow. Wow. Okay. If it wasn't pissed off before, so if we would have bought on close and just followed our rules, if it's down on the 5, buy. God, it just went about, well, I guess that's a double bottom right there on the 5 on this broker. So some kind of hell's coming here. I don't know what's going to go on here, but okay, the news is out, whatever it might be. Wow. Are we going up or down? That's the moment of truth. Wow, that is brutal. This looks wicked. Okay, we're going up. Whew, wow. Anyways, that was kind of white knuckle. Sorry you had to see that, but man, I'm in this trade. I'm in this trade. So there must be news, but man, I'm telling you, just about the pips. It's just about the pips. We got to make it back to this price. I'm telling you. Wow, stop with the sell-offs, people. We are buying into this so big. Wow. Now we can hold this. Now we can sit back and just say there's nothing we can do. We're not going to sell. We're not going to buy. So I wouldn't buy here either unless I thought it wasn't big enough. I'm in plenty big. So that's the thing. The limits are going to keep you from chasing it. And I did buy at the market. Granted, I put some 50 pip stops in, which is like, what the fuck? I'd probably blow up the account before we hit that stop. As many of these I put in, buy at the market with 50 pips stop to make 100 pips. Let me come on. Now in the pound, it is possible. If you look at the 4-hour chart, you're like, oh yeah, I can see this coming at least to here, right? This is we know we'll make money trade today, and then we go back to sleep. But this is it, right? This is the floor. This is the whole thing. We're in super heavy. We got in really big down here. We bought at the market even. And now we just sit back. I don't know what the news was. I don't know if there's more news coming. I know the jobs report's coming. Still not out of the woods though. Still down $900, so. But that's it. So we can't really, I would put limits in at this point. So whatever we got stopped out of, let's do that. Let's come back in and even get in bigger. It's going to be pretty, just put more risk back in there. What I'm going to do, I guess. But now I feel like it's safe, you know, that bomb has exploded and there's all these people stuck to the wall from Biden's last trigger pull on some dumb shit rule. So this is every pip for, I guess they're not going to let me put a ticket in. So we're maxed out. We got to retrace now. It's almost 5 minutes after the bottom of the hour, and the 5-minute traders are going to come in here and have their way with it. And I guess the 5-minute traders, you're going to buy in this pullback. If we close down and we come down gently, I think all the bulls are going to buy that pullback. Or they should, right? If you're trying to build a position under this, and that chance to scalp out, you notice how that was over here, you know? And since we chose not to do that because we wanted to scalp and swing trade it at the same time, overlapping trades. This is like breakfast blend coffee. You've got a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Or that red wine that's just like, that's just some red wine. It's just red. 15-minute trade is almost like the perfect hammer, the perfect doji down here. Look at this wick. You just got to pull the trigger there. Below anything below here, you're buying at the market. If you haven't got filled on limits already. And so I bought this pullback. I bought that one. I bought there. I bought pretty heavy. And then I had that little bit of extra 20, 30% laying out there. Okay, the Euro's screaming back. Here we go. Euro's just, absolutely pissed. Okay, the scalpers are getting out. The scalpers are getting out of the euro. Right? They made it back to their support, and that is their high probability scalp exit. Is this the breakout that you've been waiting for? And when it comes back to here on the 15, the half hour, by the top of the hour we close here, you sell because you have confirmation. Breakout pullback to breakout point. Oof, I'd be careful with that idea at this point of the day in this market. Because if we take out this wick, I think we could easily make it to here, and then we're going to make ourselves at least $1,500 this morning. We're down 1,000, and we can make 1,500. And if we hold this through the whole week, if you could look at the 4-hour chart, you have to ask yourself on the 4-hour chart, and it was just amazing sell-off. I'm looking at like, if you had the patience, you could wait till we come after like this low. That's a lot of pips. It's possible, but I think when it comes down to it, if I'm up like $3,000 by here, I'm out. Not sticking around for that nonsense. Because you know what it's going to be. Up, down, up, down. It's just like a bad relationship. Let's just take the money and run. Let's just loot this thing. I'm in 9 standard lots. We make it back to here. Here comes the news. And the jobs report. Stocks open. Maybe stocks start to tank. I haven't looked at stocks either. Boy, but the dollar went nuts. We could have got filled on limits up here, but we didn't put tickets in. But I marked the areas. Obviously, that was the sells. So we had the opposite story here. We could have bought this top, become a bottom on the 4-hour. Yesterday, here is an example of that breakout pullback. Keeps going. Yeah, there you go. But even inside of that, selling into that, cashing out, you could have traded it from both directions. You could have sold into this and got in where you know the trend traders are going to get in. And, the guy that trades the breakout and he buys when it pulls back. All that stuff can be commingled here. So this market order trading, it is kind of fun to pull the trigger. So I'm up $37 right now. And that's pretty good considering how the size I'm in. And we're just going to make this little run. Look at the Bitcoin screaming into the highs from last week. Wow. U.S. stocks are having a problem here at this pivot. I don't know what it means although you could say that they're just one moment from taking out this thing and just crushing it north because the NASDAQ made new highs, or it's trying to. So yesterday, we failed to take out the high on the NASDAQ from way back here. And now look at it. Now look at you. Right? I told you no kids, now look at you. So, my Lord. Man, look at this. This is the perfect trade. Moving averages says buy, breakout, pull back to the breakout, keep going up. I think these people are out of their mind buying this fucking NASDAQ. I'm so sorry. You're just nuts. It's like that bumps. The GameStop sold to $92 now. Of course. Are you fucking nuts? Watching these goobers. I can't believe trading's back in the news all of a sudden. They're going to Dodd-Frank the whole fucking world. They did it with COVID. Now they're going to do it with the real stock market. Oh, please. Down 500. Waiting to get paid. Like I said, anger trading is the way I'm going to go on this one. Fuck them. You sold that breakout there, did you? Broke out yesterday's low? Yeah. Well, it's making lower lows, so I decided I'd just be a turtle trader right here and put a sell stop in. I was up on the trade. I don't know if we should stay in there. I got a stop up here protecting the position, though. I put a stop at the, I thought, well, nobody's going to get my stop up there. And since I did go short here on confirmation that we finally took out the low of the previous day, I thought, well, yeah, I mean, of course, protect myself with a stop up there. It's 30 pips. It's fair. And we keep tanking here. And when we get down lower, I'm going to trail my stop, just like I've been doing this whole time. And this is how I make money. Don't make fun of it. I have a sell stop here. I went short here. I mean, do I have to explain everything? Why are you making fun of these traders? I put a sell stop here. This goober shit. Of course, this is support. Confirmation. I go short there. I put a stop here. Market drops. What do? I trail my stop. It's a free trade. I put a stop here. I put a stop here. And I sold here, and I'm up on this trade. And if anything goes wrong, I'll at least make this amount of pips. Guaranteed. And then I'm going to trail my stop to here at the end of the day. And, I got in here, so I know that I'm going to make at least this much money now. Guaranteed. Can't lose on that trade. I got in because of this. Was my entry. And I'm still winning. We're making new lows. I probably added to the position here, actually. So I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, I put a sell stop here. Got filled on that. Put a sell stop here this morning. I just sold more. I mean, what are you talking about? So, yeah, I can see that trade. I can see that. You're making money. You're up. You're up on both of these. You pyramided in. You got in here. You added here. You added there. You're in 3 positions. Your original position that you can't lose. This one you could lose basically this whole range. I'm kind of liking this no-nonsense system where you get that confirmation entry. I'm liking that. This is I like what you've done here. And this is the Mastering Forex course, you're saying? How much is this again? Oh, it's a mentorship? So are we going to have breakfast together? Oh, it's not that kind of mentorship. All right, well, let's see. Let me check my schedule. Wow, did they punish that pound? I mean, the pound, what did the pound ever do to you? Oof. 50-minute traders, man. They're going to try to challenge this. So we're about to close out the 50-minute chart. They're going to challenge the floor. The other sellers coming in there. This is that top-bottom theory they've been teaching me too. I took the class. Tops become bottoms and... Sure. Oh, big bear. I mean, we're in a downtrend. Are you asking me if this is in a downtrend? Of course. Come on, man. We're putting kids back in cages. Come on. Sit down. Sit down. Have a Chinese biscuit. Man, they're just not done. So I think we still got some. We got to wait. We still got more time, man. It's terrible. 1 hour into this. Why aren't we getting paid? We're down $700. Call JG Wentworth. It's my money and I want it now. This is the only drawback with trading. It's just such a, other than that exciting sell-off, it's pretty much boring. If it starts selling off again, I'll wake up. When I see my account flashing red, it always kind of gets me keyed. Then it gets the anger going, and then I get out my market orders with the 50 pip stops, and I just start pulling the trigger like a pissed off. Oh, that's what I want. I just want to be able to click, 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 and go, there's 80K, add to my 900K. I'm just going to, what is this Mexican standoff here at this deep discount? Oh, come on, people. Come on, man. Hey, those turtle traders are nailing this shit. Look at that. They're selling into this thing, selling new lows, killing it. When's the party over for these guys? Maybe top of the hour. Okay, we just updated the 15. Looks like they want to keep tanking it. Maybe can't get no relief. This is a hammer. We've left behind a hammer. Can we take out that hammer? Gotta hope so. Because I got even more buy orders down here. We were down about $1,200 at this point in the account. And that's my gauge. So I know that the worst we've had it is about, we're about 5 Cuban sandwiches below the waterline here. So the rogue wave, the one that's going to put you in the, take you out of the bleachers at the next outing. I'll think of you though. So when I'm at the, look at, it just made a new lower there. We just took out the low of the last 15 minutes there. Look at this, just popped there for a second. And that cruise you were going to go on, remember you had to sell your yacht. So finally you got a yacht because you were trading those options with us without those uncovered options. Naked. Boy, they'll call them naked options for nothing. That is just epic. And then the guy wrote a book. Hey, you should write a book. I think I will. It's like the guy with the nursing homes in New York. Oh, stats, schmats. Oh, facts. Come on. You're dead. You're dead. Deal with it. I'm Como could when the governor of New York is kicked out, he gets to become a forex trader. So we get stopped out. It's good. Keep buying. As a tanker, keep buying. This is my approach. Like I said, I can't buy anymore. So I'm done buying. We're just going to have to let it play out. I said that an hour ago, but this is how trading is. Come on, people. You know the thing. Once upon a time, there was a double click button to buy at the market. I remember the first time I traded forex, and they came out with you had to download this application inside MT4 that you could pull the trigger right at the market. Because FXCM had that. They had one click trading on a micro account, and that's my first account. It was hilarious. You'd just be like, oh, I just bought, like, what? And it would just go, blip. I just bought like a 1K. So you could pick a stop of 30 pips or something and just buy like a madman into some plunge. Or here, I guess you're kind of quietly buying at this point. We could still go down lower here and get some limits filled. But we've been so the euro's kind of running out of steam, and of course these are tighter. You can trade heavier on this euro. Let's see if they freed up any of my tickets. We're going to try to make 33 pips on this. Oh, no, nothing's freed up. Everything I put in is too long. 4 hours, 8 hours. I locked myself out of the account. That's just as well. That's fine. We don't want to overload it. Like I said, if we go down another chunk, we'll be down 1,500 and picking up another 2 standard lots easily. As many tickets as I loaded in here. Forget about it. Top of the hour is coming. 5 minute, still tanking. Amazing. The euro still tanking. They're both still tanking. This is that Tankanashi. So yeah, the sellers nailed it there. The turtle traders are killing it, man. They keep selling new lows here. Look at it. So they're making money. So how long is it going to take them? How much money are they going to make? We're going to find out here at the top of the hour. I'm thinking they're going to smash it down again right into 4 o'clock in the morning. So we'll be down about $1,500 here. That's all right. Pick up some more tickets. I really fatten this thing up. So we can make about $3,000 that way. Yeah, it's just picked up a few more tickets. Down 1,200. I got you. Make it. Want that flash crash. One more smash down. A little bit more on this euro. Yeah, euro's got some room left to tank. There you go. Now buy at the market. I think I got stopped out of something. I'm just guessing. 50 pip stops at the market now on the euro. For as much as they'll let me take, I'm down $1,200. Right? Okay, we're loading up as much as they'll let us. Okay, that's it. I maxed out the account. I'll go buy some. So I'm always going to buy on the demo first. My real money I buy next. I'm going to buy on real money now. So that's the nice thing about the demo, I guess, is the satisfaction of pulling the trigger there. And then we're only moments away from top of the hour, so I think it's worth the risk here to get as many market orders in before the close of this. And we're 1 hour from the update of the 4-hour chart. So just keep tanking, and these turtle traders are killing it. They sold here. They've got stops up here protecting their shorts. The guys, don't forget the guy's short from here. No nonsense is short from here. Just keep that in mind. We're down 1,000. Down $1,000 again. This accumulation phase happening here in the wee hours of the morning. Still looking for that scalp. Haven't been able to scalp out of one ticket on this thing. So it just makes the trade better in my mind. The bigger we can get in, the better. Down in the deep recesses of the 20 pips sell-off so far. New lows on the 15 euro. And almost new lows on the pound. I don't know if the pound's done tanking. So each one of these currencies is always making a run for new lows. And we just buy the one that's making the newest low newest. Because it's all about the dollar. So if the dollar starts to tank here, we're going to ride this back to the round. So we picked up about, I'd say, 80K there in that last spike down. But this is the trade I did yesterday morning. Same trade, different day. So the way I did it yesterday was, as we came down here, I kept buying all this crap. And then we went up, and I cashed out. This one, since we're going down this rabbit hole here, it's like pretty hard smash down. But that phase to me was here, fell out of bed, fell out of Asian bed, and then wow, now it's kind of drifty down and just really tight. And it is in a downtrend. It's getting all wedgy down here. And in an hour and 5 minutes, it's going to update the 4-hour chart, which is just completely being a. We were so hard down on the 4-hour. Look at that. That was an incredible sell off. 20 pips below the round is the fact of the matter, though. So I'm looking at the facts. So we're down $1,000, and that's the facts. Okay, because this is just me. You don't have to trade like this. I'm buying this because it's so ridiculous of a price. Anybody that woke up and saw them, who's not buying, right? Who's not buying down here? Especially below this wick. Come on, man. This fib wick down here. Grab the wrong tool anyways. You see what I'm talking about? This low. This isn't, who's not buying below this wick? Just for the 20 pip scalp? Okay, we're down, still down 1,000. This trade's taking longer than I thought, but it's only been an hour and 16 minutes. It's at the impatience level is just too incredible. Okay, now we can make 30 pips, I guess. So even if you had sold this thing for that 20 pip smash, when are you getting out of this trade? So imagine you did sell into this, which is so scary. You sold here. Are you out yet? I mean, look out. And all the pressure that's building up, all the trailing robots are doing cancel replace on their money management. They keep putting in stops here. What am I doing? Let me just go for this. You know, you just keep having the trailing cancel replace, and the robot keeps doing this to protect your short, right? Because you got in here, you're a turtle trader, you sold the confirmation entry. And maybe instead of moving it every day, you're going to super tight. You got stops here. And this is the major, this is a 90-minute floor that you took out on the wicks, and then that's going to be a target for us. All the buying I just did. So top of the hour is coming. I guess this would be the official opening of Europe. But I do want that deep discount, and the sell-off. All markets kind of go up or down after Asia. This one happened to go down. Both of these markets went down into this abyss. And between the euro and actually the euro only has 10 pips to target, whereas the pound is about 22 pips to target if we hit our targets here. So that is the white knuckle of trading. Waiting again for the retrace. Wasn't able to make new lows here on the pound, though. So that is a failure of the pound. Pound has failed us. The bears trapped pretty hard here. Maybe more news is coming out. Definitely it's 4 o'clock in the morning is coming out. Uh-oh, more sell-off in the euro. Go figure. So euro is getting pounded again. There must be news coming out. We still got 2 minutes left, though, so. Down 1,300. This looks pretty nasty. So let's buy it. I've got stopped out of nothing yet. Wow, look at that. Still holding the original position. Something's brewing here. It looks like a total meltdown in the currency, honestly. Wow, they're probably spiking a little bit lower here, because when the top of the hour comes, we could still tank. I mean, we still got plenty of uh, space below us. I don't see any support on this thing. Look back. Look, there's no support on the euro. I prepare for another. Yeah, this is going to be. You just lost your box seats at the stadium. I'm sorry. I know it was a perk. You having your account here was great that you signed up with us. I'm really glad that you brought all your money in here for us to trade. But we'll call a cab, I guess. You said you sold your car to hold on to this margin. You ran out of margin. Wow, man, look at this. So we've got 30 seconds here. They're just tanking this thing right into the top of the hour. So I think we get some follow through and tank some more, actually. So brace yourself. More down. More down smashing. 5 seconds. Maybe it's news coming out. I don't know. All right, so there you go. Down 1,100 bucks. Now could we retrace? And that's we're 1 hour from the 4-hour charts updating. So if we could hold this position until 6 o'clock in the morning for another 2 hours, then we should be able to make our targets. Otherwise, it's going to keep tanking. We're just going to buy more. That's all. Buy low, sell high. That's what they told me. Looks like we're going down the tubes here for the next 5 minutes at least. Okay, the feeding frenzy's kicking in. Let me see if I freed up any margin because I want to buy at the market now. Again. Oh, they're letting me in. Great. So here we go. Robinhood let me in. I'm just going to load up with these 50 pip stops. Okay, I picked up some more. We're down 1,500. So. Okay, more sell-off. Euro's tanking again. Let's buy at the market some more. Alrighty. Whatever they let me have here. So I'm going to go all in now. We're down $2,000. The euros, I'm going to buy the euro because it doesn't move as much. They're getting heavier. So not more buying. Down $2,000 there. Alrighty then. Wow. More sell-off. Wow. Look at this thing. Yeah, so with a 1K system like this, you just got to pull the trigger like that. You just got to be ridiculous. So I got more limits. Okay, I'm going to buy real money here. Wow. How about that sell-off, people? That was tremendous. All right. We are in at least 10 standard lots there, if not 11 and a half. I'm down 1,700. Amazing. Look at this. Just the meltdown of all meltdowns. Okay, the pound's coming back off the floor there. Okay, now we can make some money. So look at this chart. Look at this sell-off. My Lord, this is just historic stuff, man. This is ridiculous. But that's what it looks like. I mean, you go into these fresh lows here, people's heads explode. Let's see if I have any margin left to buy the market again. No, so we maxed it out. Down 1,500. Okay, so we knew that was going to happen. Did we not? We were like, yeah, they're just going to crush it. Here's the updated, the 4-hour charts. In 1 hour, you know, so right now we're still making new lows. I have many limits left, really. So when they start stopping me out, I got to come into the market here to maintain my size. Okay, so we're down 1800, waiting. 5-minute traders. What's going on with the 5-minute traders? Holy shit. So here I'm buying on the 5-minute charts, you know, with the 50 pip stop. And whatever you think about the speed of that sell-off, it's just about we're below this price, I'm buyer below that price on the euro dollar. So I know a lot of people are going to buy here in about the 5-minute traders just have to nail it here in like 5 seconds. And you could risk $5 on this trade, right? Start getting in here. All right, only down 1,700. This is going to be like that. Another leg down, looks like now. But we got enough tickets in here. Let's put those big ratios in now. Let's go for the risking 18 to make 42 pips. I would put those in right here at the new lows. All right, down 1800. 5-minute charts updated, buy at the market. Right now for a scalp to this floor and on. And how far is this thing going to tank? How far is too far, people? Enough already. We know the game. How to trap a bear. The trap a bear game. The 20 pip trap. We have to blow through this floor and it has to be a complete reversal. We just updated the 1-hour chart 5 minutes ago. Are you really going to tell me you're selling here? Well, yeah, I'm a goober trader. Fucking A. Don't forget, the turtle traders are short from here. But they're stop here if they're using the dailies. All right. I think, if I get one more buy order in here. No, maxed out the account. That's just as well. We're just trading 2 currency pairs really hard, apparently. Down 1,500. So we've taken quite a bit of punishment here, buying into this so-called dip. I just call it unfair value. And the more unfair it gets, the more I'm going to buy it, the more unfair. Because I'm going against, well, I'm just kind of trying to buy this abandoned price, this just way out of control sell-off. The limit orders in here too. Trying to catch the falling knife with a nice ratio. As you get near the very edge of this, I figure this is when we can have a more dramatic engulf the deeper we go. So it's such an insane sell-off and the time of day it is and all that. But it is falling into this kind of like, you know, where's the next support? Okay, it's time for the 5-minute traders. Let's see what they're thinking. They bought the close about 3 minutes ago. They're up on their trades. Did they have a stop sitting here? Gosh, I don't know. I got limits down there, but what do we got? What do we got here, people? Buy low, sell high. What happened to that buy low, sell high theory? Down $1,500. Come on, man. You know the thing. The Biden, mastering Biden forex trading. You know, the turtle thing. You do that turtle trade. That guy, you saw that Dennis, what's his name? Richard Dennis, or that turtle trader guy. Come on, you know the thing. Breakout trading. Oh, you mean the confirmation entry? Yeah, that worked out really good. We're up 30 pips on that. Turtle traders up 30 pips. I'm down 30. I'm waiting for the reversal. Been waiting all day. Half hour British pound. Still tanking. No end in sight. Oh, Euro's going down again. I'm buying more. It's crazy. We're getting filled on those limits there. Man, look at this shaved candle on the 5. Straight down on the 5. Wow. Let's buy at the market. Yeah, 1K. I'm running out of limits here, though. I only prepared for this window here. It's 20 pip window of buying. This is my only. So when they start stopping me out, I'm just going to have to come in at the market with this wide stop. Because I won't have time to drop the tickets in front. So, down 1,800. Not too bad. That was their biggest drawdown earlier. But I think this is the ultimate trade, is buying into the abyss here. Make the most amount of money in the shortest period of time. It seems to be taking forever, but it's only been an hour and 30 minutes that I've been buying into this plunge. Okay, some more market orders here. The euro, I'm going to let that go into my limits, but I do want to go for those big targets now. Even on the market orders. That's why I keep hitting this. Make 100 pips. Because I don't think I'm going to make 100, but when we get to 60, this looks like the buy of the century. I hate to say it, only because I'm in it. But wow, what in the hell? Let's try to make some pips here. So I'm going to go for a 40 pip target now. 30 pips, 28, 24, 14. I like the 14 pip targets because there's some kind of satisfaction in taking some kind of trade off the table here. So yeah, this is a tough, like I said, we got you on a, we're going to have to get the Uber driver to bring you, or a DoorDash to bring you a couple Sammys, Cuban Sammys. Take the edge off of this trade. But these are those opportunities. I think these are opportunities. I mean, this is such an obvious, ridiculous price. How dare they? It even fell out of that channel I'd drawn. That's how ridiculous this price is. Somebody should do something about this price. How long can this injustice go on? What makes people think? What is everybody George Soros? They're selling the pound? Holy God. So here's the backlash. This will be the seller's remorse. Pulled Biden out, put Harris in. Oof. That was, oh man, 15-minute traders. What do you got? Let's see, 5-minute guys. Are they defending this floor? Let's see what happens. Okay. Seller's supposed to come in here. This would be the non-turtle traders. Oof. Wow. Okay, then. So that's about it. We're down 13. We're down 1,500. We're sitting tight. We're just waiting for justice in price here, coming back to this, once again, the support, where the sellers come in and they take it down another leg, supposedly. Or that's where the turtle traders got in, goddammit. And you know turtle trading. That's true trend trading there, son. That's confirmation trend trading. What the hell that is? That higher highs, higher lows. Yeah, see the turtle traders creed is buy high, sell higher. Chase it, and then dump. Go with the flow. Don't fight the trend, son. Can't see what's going on here. It's going down. Why do I have to explain everything to you? See this? It's a downtrend. What's your bias today? I'm only looking to sell. That's right, son. Now, look at all the sells you missed. You could have sold here, could have sold here, could have sold. No. Mr. Fancy Pants Contrarian gets in here, some auction bullshit. He'd be buying down here. Now look at you. You're down fucking $1,400 on the account. Your whole family's worried about you. They're going to do an intervention. No more forex trading for you. Honey, I shrunk the college fund. Last thing he said before he went to bankruptcy court, something about a 20 pip window. How if I could just had enough more margin available, we could have bought down here. Who's mumbling about supply and demand zones or something? Or I can't believe it's this price. How much lower can it go? Looks like they're going to take the euro down the tubes here today. The euro's got no support. None. Look at, nobody cares. It's still got so much time before the news comes out. So we could keep dripping down, spiking down. There's no, can't make sense of it from that standpoint. You're like, why would it, I mean, really, who's selling here? I guess there's a few people. You could squeeze a few more pips out of this thing. I can see it dropping 20 more pips here. But I'm going to buy, if it drops about, for the next 2 hours, I'm buying if it drops 10 pips. Okay, the pound looks the most likely to come back to life here first. Because we're below this. This would be the scalper's exit. And that's why you have to take those scalps when you buy in this giant hole like this. And there's this 4 hour deep supply zone there. Gotta stay above that. We could afford another spike down. I just would rather not do it. It's like these movies I watch where they beat this guy up, and dude, your face is like, really? And then you take a baseball bat. How does people survive a baseball bat to the head? And then they come back later in the scene all pissed off, ready for more action. How does that work? Okay, for this another sell-off in the euro dollar here. Running out of tickets to fill on that. This is the bloodbath, man. The dollar's out of control. So we have another hour of punishment coming here. British pound's holding on by a thread. Support. New lows on the euro. Maybe on the pound too coming in here. Okay, I'm getting ready to buy at the market if they stop me out of anything. 50 pip stops. Okay, getting in here with 50 pip stops on the euro now. Amazing sell-off. Okay, I maxed that out. Wait. No. So we're down 1,800 again. It seems like it should be down more than that. Because it just keeps selling off. It just keeps going lower. I say I'm maxed out again. We're only down $2,000 now. Deep discount. Like they say in the stock market, if you loved it at 10, you're going to love it at 5. I mean, if you liked it at 10, you're going to love it at 5. And at 3, you're going to marry it. But that's my system. Buy low, sell high. Baby's on sale this morning, so we're all in on this puppy. There's the pound. Repounding. I'm going to put my finger on the market order here. If we get stopped at any euros, I'm going to buy some more pound here. I'm all in on this trade. Okay. So I'm locked out. I can't put any more new tickets in. Just as well. Just keep building this position into this insane down move. Look at this 1 hour chart. Half hour is about to update. Still melting down. Look at this. No sign of pullback on this either. Euro's still tanking. Got a couple limits down here. Taking it down the tubes. Look at that. Amazing. This is incredible. It's fascinating. Let's buy some more. Oh, can't buy any more. All right, I know we're only down 1,800. It's hard to believe. I mean, it just looks like we're just going to blow the account up at any moment. But this is, I'm babysitting this, sell off here and just think it's the greatest buying opportunity in the world for the next 4 hours. So you can't change my mind on that. Okay, we're coming back off the floor here. We're about to update well, I guess we just updated the 5-minute chart a little bit ago. And I'm buying again. Just love that new low. Something about it. Okay, we're going to go for once again, we're going to go for those early targets. Just to scalp out. Okay, so we're down 1,500. Maxed out. Half hour chart's about to update. I know I said this about a half an hour ago, but who's selling down here? So we wicked into this low. This is the pound getting pounded. Look at that 5-minute chart. Good God, man. Wow. Every time it goes down lower, it's just picking up more fuel for the retracement. That's what this theory of buy low, sell high is based on. That if they take it down really far, the retracement should be even more brutal. 1 hour chart. Okay, so we're done buying. Not going to buy any more now. And now we're going to sit back and trying to make this 20 pips here. Now I guess it's 25. Because of what happened earlier. Now look at you. What I tell you. Okay, so now it's pissed off, right? If it wasn't pissed before. So every new low is more fuel for the retracement. Down 1,200. And this is going to be the trade of the week, apparently. The biggest I've ever traded on this account, that's for sure. No, we got still got the 4-hour charts got to update. So I guess we're making a 4-hour chart right now. In the 4-hour world, at the end of this 4 hours, would you sell? Because you got confirmation that it's going down. I'm asking for a friend. So yeah, it's pretty wicked, and I think that you could have made the 30 pips. You could have done the turtle trade. You could have sold that low, but I said at some point you got to ask yourself, when is this trade over for you? You know, if you sold the breakout, which I guess is the London breakout in a way, right? It did break down, and you could have made this 30 pips here. You sure could. There's no doubt that could have happened. All right, so we're sitting in this trade, scalping out. As we go back up, down $1,100. That was fun. So I just love buying those new lows, and of course, getting the balance between limits and market orders is the key. And if we go up 100 pips, we will make a chunk of money here. But I'm just gonna try to go for the high probability exit on this account. I think I might let it go until the end of the day. Can you imagine? Or if we make it back to here by the time stocks open, now this is going to be a nice hefty 50 pip move. We'll be way above even our bad entries. Even the bad entries, you look like a genius, right? Okay, without moving any targets, let it scalp that wick. Those exciting sell-off. Good luck selling now. But like I said, that I never said that earlier here because I thought, like I said, I always plan on it going lower than you can even imagine, for longer than you can even imagine. Here comes the backlash, retracement. We'll be above, all these tickets will be above water. We can get out. We're only down 1,000 now. Trying to make $3,000 now, apparently. I mean, the market's giving us this insane opportunity to buy a ridiculous price. And the probabilities go up, you know, I think. That we're going to make it back to here. We'll be underwater on that top rack. But so far, no scalp outs built into this. I don't have any. Most of my take profits here are 20 pips, so now I got to wait it out. It's been 2 hours I've been sitting here buying this plunge. I'm not going to buy any more now, even if I had a free margin. This is not going to do it. We locked in down here. Sit back. Let the cake bake. We get above the yellow, right? The scalpers had to get out here. The sellers are supposed to come in the 15 here. Are they coming in there? Look out. Get out of the way. Because if we make it, definitely we could make it back to here by the time stocks open, by the time the news comes out. The fuel really is. And just incredible fuel off of this deep zone, and anything below there, actually, this is the pound coming. Pound's going to have a nice, you can make your pips on the pound. The euro, it's going to take us a while. Still make it back. I make it back. I mean, this sounds like a bad thing, what I did here buying into this. And I know this is what you're not supposed to, well, we'll make it back. We will make it back. We've made it back before. Okay, this is build back better. It's forex mastering Biden trading. Hey, listen, we're up $100. Shut the fuck up. So everybody's going to have box seats and a Cuban sandwich when we're done. All right. Yeah, it's going to take longer for the euro to recover. The pound is on fire. All right, people are cashing out there. So if I was really worried about the client's money here, I would get out of something here because that is quite a chunk of buying. Man, did we get long. We're still waiting for the news to come out, man. I mean, this is 2 hours away. We could come to this yellow line, at least to this wick tip, in the next half hour. These stampedes are incredible. I'm always fascinated by this part of the trade because I'm thinking, yeah, but who's buying now? Who's buying now? Like, and that is it. 50-minute chart just updated. I'm sure people are getting out right here. You can't blame them. That's a clean 20 pip scalp in all of like 10 minutes. You just made 20 pips in 10 minutes. I guess the same thing. It took you longer to make these pips, but look how vicious the retracement is. Right, that was the one that just people lost their mind. I guess this is the head, that's the shoulder. Waiting for more, but all this pounding. So this is the kind of the grueling part of the trade. I kept buying these new lows, you know. I'm like, yeah. Now these are all winners. And coming back up. Oof. Wow. 4-hour chart's going to update in a half an hour. Are you going to sell at the end of 4 hours because you got confirmation breakout? Why not the turtle traders? How they do turtle traders doing though? Let's take a look at these guys. Hey, they're still up in this trade. Look at them. So shut up. Stop making fun of them. They sold here. I'm not appreciating the way you're making fun. I have a mentorship in turtle trading. In fact, I got turtle on my desk. I used to have a girlfriend she collected turtles. And so I bought her a turtle. And then she liked me. It was amazing. Didn't even think that was possible. I manipulated her. And they weren't even real turtles. You're just statues of turtles. But apparently, if you have a turtle, if you're in the turtles, you're into them across the board. All right, so still waiting for this to come back off the abyss, out of the abyss, out of the unfair value. I've been mistreated. How about currency abuse? I mean, forget the fucking green deal. How about currency abuse? Anybody into that? What do they call that? The PIP 2 instead of me too, the PIP 2. Have you been stopped out of your bullish positions? Do you feel stop hunted? Are you not sure what time frame is the best time frame to lose money on? Holy majoli. So if you're a big hedge fund trader, you just bought that wick because your view is, oh, it's in an uptrend. And even if it's not, you probably hold it till Friday till it makes maybe back to here or something. Next Wednesday, it's back to here. You just made yourself a nice 80 pips. I guess I got to see the trade, you know. If this is the 4-hour chart, and it is, how long? Another 4 hours? Can we make it back to like here? And now, like I said again, this is my exit. We could just call it a day right here. We should be able to make $2,000 now. We were down about $2,000. We should be able to make $2,000. Break even plunge trading, I call this. Okay, so the pound's doing better than the euro. The euro's still kind of in the swamp. Down deep in the abyss. See, that euro's not doing too well down here. It could still tank. Look at the 15. It's going for new lows. Possible new wave of selling here. Right? It's just not done. And I don't blame it. There's no support down here. Nobody cares. Okay. Well, that's it. We're just going to let it bake, see what happens. We can't do any more with this trade. Look how even the Bitcoin's getting crushed by the dollar right now. I'm wondering when this is going to roll over. It's going up though, see? People still buying that damn, it does look like gold's had it. All the gold bugs are going to break their heart. Look at this, selling new highs on the dollar yen up here. So I'd be selling this. If I wasn't buying the pound here, I'd be selling the euro. I mean, the dollar yen. All right, still getting crushed here. I'm waiting on this trade. And where's the resistance for this? Here's a deep sell window. Now you may have to wait a long time to get paid on this one too. So if you're selling the dollar yen up here, you take profits here. You go against the turtle traders. That's why it works, right? So you buy new highs, right? Confirmation. You just keep buying new highs. You're making money. That's the go with the flow trading systems. That's what people are doing. And it works, Sellers came here on the 15. So now the new trend traders, the people that think this is going up, this is about the time they would get out. If this is wave 0 down here, this is 1, 2, this is the first pullback. You're waiting for wave 3. And wave 3 is hopefully going to take you to the round and beyond. And by the time the news comes out, we're back up 30 pips on here and we're getting out. And then we can put the buy limits below again and do the whole thing all over again. So I'm really only trying to make this window of pips. The big picture here, I suppose all the big money, it's the beginning of the month. It depends. I mean, markets go up and down. Are you in this market or not? So I am in this trade. Dollar index stretched out. The same thing here with dollar yen. Looks a lot like the dollar. Bitcoin is a buy in the 1 hour. So I came back to this. So you could scalp that wick on the Bitcoin. Now it looks like they're going to sell the dollar. A lot of volatility this morning. Yeah, if you're a bull and you got a tight stop there on the daily charts or the 4-hour charts, they're kind of coming after you. It's daily. I'm sure the 21 moving average. Well, I don't know. I could put one on here, but I'm sure that the 34 moving average says we're in an uptrend here, and let's just see what the 21 moving average or 20 moving average. Exponential, of course, right? Oh, 34. Well, we'll go for 20. That's supposed to be the bankers are using. That's how they're coming after all the retail guys. Exponential, right? No, I don't like the exponential, so I go for the limited linear weighted. Make it this big. Okay, so yeah, hey, still in an uptrend, right? Kind of fell below there a little bit. Weekly, it's in an uptrend. You can't deny that. And the banker's using that 20 EMA. Here's a golden entry. Top becomes the bottom right at the 20 EMA. This is why people get sold on that shit. Look, I got strong uptrend according to my EMA. Linear weighted in my case. Got top become a bottom. Got plenty of space above us to go up into. We have not been in a while. What else is going for us? Yeah, we know that once we get above here, it's going to be crazy land, and we can just cash out above that. We'll be fine. Down 1,700 now. All right, the final solution here, people. I'll let this cash out now. So I'm going to ride it now. This is the euro, which is kind of, it goes in waves. First they came for the Jews, then they came for the pips. They came for that stop. They hunted you. Get back to the reality here real quick. I got that 20 EMA. Linear weighted moving average there telling me what to do. So it only takes sells today. Yeah, you're right. You should have done that. That would have been good, actually. Sell here, sell, 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 sell. Not bad. I don't know why you just don't trade with that moving average. Yeah, we'll remortgage the house to stay in this trade. It's worth it. We can make $5,000 this morning now. I'm projecting. How many dead people? How many dead pips on this trade? Oof. The 1 hour it says we should be only taking sells. So we have to sell at the top of the hour, 5 a.m. That'll be updated the 4-hour chart. It says we're supposed to be selling only. Look how it nailed it. So on this, I would actually sell anything above that, anything that wicked up above that. Well, that's pointing down. When I used to trade moving averages, I mean, the way to really maximize it is that since this is a nice smooth line, when it pierces, that's your sell because you got this momentum, supposedly. Here it doesn't work out so good, right? So it pierces in here, and you're buying that. You're getting crushed. That's why I can't even look at this moving average. It just makes me crazy. Because every time you change time frame, it's just ridiculous. It's complete nonsense. I'll never be able to make money every day trading like that. I guess if I went to the 5-minute chart, I could say, look at its uptrend, see. Justify it here. Hey, it's above my moving average. What are you talking about? It doesn't work. Yeah, so if you put a 20 linear weighted here, you're buying here. But I'm buying there anyways. Well, I'm already long. But, right, you can see all the little cute cells you could have taken here. Look at it, it works really good. I don't know why you're talking about like that. Because, dude, look at this. You just got killed. Right. The 15, maybe. Okay, this is the point of contention. Can we get above this and rip? We're only down 400. Only down 400 people. Don't freak out. Don't lose your mind on this. We're gonna make it through this trade. Trying to make $2,000 by the top of the hour. $2,000 by the top of the hour on the fierce retracement of the unfair sell-off. The day the pound was, they Sorosed the pound here. You know, that's his payback. Almost above water on these tickets. So come back to that moving average. You know, sellers are going to sell that because, you know, the bankers run this special moving average. You know how they are. Turtle Trader's about About to get killed here on his last entry. Of course, he's up from yesterday. He's still up if he got in here when we took out this low. He's up on that trade. So you just mind your own business, everybody. Some guy said to me, so I get these mean comments, I guess, because I'm mean in my videos. And would you shut up? Hey, just stop it, would you? The pound has way more anger in it, pip-wise, compared. Looks to the euro's just kind of like, playing catch-up. Okay, a lot of people probably got out of this trade already if they're just looking for that first bounce. I'm going to go for the full Monty here. Going to hold this position until we make it back to that. 4-hour chart's going to update in 15 minutes. 15-minute chart's going to update in like 5 seconds here. What do we got? Okay, there's that. Here's the 15-minute pound. Wow. That was a lot of fast pips there. So maybe you pull back now. Yeah, I wouldn't sell here. No, I'm not going to buy either. I think I scalped out of just a little bit. Okay, I saw a little bit of K disappear. Down $400. So yeah, how you feel about being down that $2,000 there for a little bit? Elser didn't like it. Nobody wants to be down 1,800 and like white knuckling into this abyss here. Wow. But I must say that is the trade. Yeah, first target here. 2-hour psycho trade. So if we can make $2,000 by the time the news comes out, 2 hours, it's $1,000 an hour. Down 300 now. All right, so how about that? 2 hours of punishment. Buying into that plunge, wondering how much should I buy at the market? How many do I have on limits? I want to get in really big. We had plenty of money to burn on that. We could have lost $2,000. It would have been fine. Still up in the account. Don't have to get out the mustard. Okay, yeah. Well, now we wait. So that's a pretty rare event. There was a lot of pressure here built up. There was a big void on the dollar also. When we got above this, forget about it, right? This was like pressure built up, and now that's exhausted. Same thing on the dollar to the yen. Cut up in this. It does look like stocks could tank. I don't know what that means for my currency trade, but I'm just kind of doing an exchange trade. I do think stocks are done. I don't know if that makes the supposed to make the dollar go up. But I'm just taking advantage of this wick, this 4-hour wick. Honestly, this is my goal. These big pictures of what's going to happen in the long run, I don't know. Okay, a lot of people have cashed out of this and they're selling. New sellers coming in here now? I wonder. This critical point here on the chart. Can we go down lower again? Oof. That would be a feat. But I said that an hour ago. But at some point, this trend, well, I'm going to say for this, the trend is switched, right? Crossover. That's the nice thing about indicators. Whatever argument you want to prove, you go, we'll go 1 minute chart, do it, it's uptrend, come on, buy and pull back on that 1 minute, kind of shut up. And we've crossed over the moving average here, but on the 5, it's in an uptrend for the moment. You would have bought this pullback here. Like I said, this is as if 0, 1, 2, 3 should be a big wave. Should take us to this. I don't think that's too hard to imagine. I'm thinking of videos I used to make a long time ago where I'd talk about the chart like this for 2 hours in the middle of the night. Yeah, I can make it back to here. But you got to have some kind of plan, right? Plan your trade, trade your plan. I'm telling you. How many times I got to tell you? Trade with the trend, son. You're just killing yourself without a bias. How many accounts you blowing up now? That's right, 10. 10 accounts. You're down 100 grand. So don't tell me about them turtle traders not knowing what they're doing. Look, if it wouldn't be on TV, if the guy wrote a book, how could he be? Okay, well, the option trader guy wrote a book too. I know. Let's not talk about that. 10 minutes to the completion of the 4-hour chart. We're going to lock this candle in. This is going to be a bearish candle, which means the bears, and we're going to get a nice hammer out of this puppy. Be the hammer. So the bears have lost control of the situation. They were in control here. I like those guys to do that. Look at this inverted hammer here on the... Oh, the backlash. What I tell you, son, about the backlash of these markets. It's not pretty. Okay, let it go. Let it cash out. We'll make our 2 grand here by the time the news comes out. Easily. All right. I'm tired. That was exhausting. I traded that with real money and this fake money, so it's down a couple bucks there. Taking the punishment. Down like $600 here. So for every, I'm trading, I'd say this thing, I'm trading this thing 10 times harder. But it's not, it's the client's money. I don't care. This is Cuban sandwich money here done. This is rogue wave disaster money. Sell at the end of the hour into this moving average, right? It's going down. I do think people are cashing out right here. Look at how we just took out the highs from 2 hours ago. Finally scalping out of something here. Jesus, that was ridiculous. So at this point, I'm going to actually buy more on limits with a big target. I'm going to put a 40 pip target here with a 20 pip stop. I'm just going to buy. I'm pretty sure I got some free margin now. 8 hours. And then I can just sit back and let this come back like that. Same thing here. Let's buy here with a 28 pip target, and we're going to buy with a 12 pip stop. Let's make 33 pips with a 13 pip stop for 8 hours. So I just maxed that out. If that ever comes back, we can get more. So on the 5, it looks like this. We're actually going to buy if it tanks again. But I'm not going to buy here, that's for sure. So if that thing should pull back at any moment, we're just going to get into some more. So that's great. And then I'm betting that we're not going to take out this now. I can go back to sleep. Pretty hard to take that out. And pretty hard to take this out, I think, at this point. And this is starting to retrace. Here's the big cash out right above the round here, right at the round. Okay, so down Down 400 bucks. 4-hour chart's going to update. Let's take a look at this candle pattern here. Okay, big down, bears in control. But on the pound, on the 4-hour chart, we've got a different kind of candle. Got that nice juicy hammer. Nice 30 pip wick on that hammer. Whereas this is still in the down mode. Updating this in 5 minutes. We'll get that 4-hour chart locked in. We'll establish this as an amazing 8-hour sell-off from this breakout point in Asia. And the pound is still, I guess, technically in the downtrend. All right, so right at the buoyancy point here, down 1,500, or down 500, and just kind of waiting for, I guess that was the bounce, and now we could still go down and mull around here, but kind of hard to buy at the market. I'll buy limits now. If we retap that price, because I know the size I want to be in, and I actually would like to get a little bit bigger with the tighter stops now because the market's calmed down. You got to calm down. This is a 32 pip target. I'm going to put it on the pound and the euro. I'm going to put a 32 pip target. A 28 pip target on this euro. So since I padded the account with a couple scalps, I'm going to put some 8-hour tickets in that are going to buy all day long at new lows. I'm actually counting on when the U.S. market opens, even if when the news comes out, that we're going to take out this low right here. So this is what I'm kind of planning on. Because I'd love to buy more down there, but I just don't know if we can make it down there again. It's getting a little bit late in the morning and kind of running out of momentum to the downside there. All the turtle traders are questioning their sells, maybe. You got to hope those turtle traders, man, take you out and beat you with a stop hunt. All right, putting a bunch of big tickets down here to do it again. 13 pip stops, just below the market. Trying to make 33 pips here. So no fill. That's all right. We stacked them up. We're down 900. We're waiting for the completion of the 4-hour chart, and then it's going to be the maybe the rest of the week before we make any money in this trade. The rate it's going. But let's get that scalp in first. 20 pip scalp. Okay, it's top of the hours coming here in a little bit. Getting filled on some limits here. I'm going to buy at the market again. We just updated the 4-hour chart. Okay. Do it again here. No, nothing available. So, barely filled on anything down there, but that's right. Still 4 o'clock in the morning buy. Alrighty then. So that is that. This is the. We didn't get a hammer out of that actually, and then it's sheared down here. Another 4 hours clean down with some limits below. More selling on the euro here. Looks like more sellers to come here. We could drop down another 10 to 20 pips. And right to the border. Look at that thing. It's incredible. Just finished the 4-hour chart out. and the 1 hour. 15, 5, 1 minute chart. Wow. Insane prices. Unbelievable. Straight down. 8 hours straight down on euro. Okay, retracements are going to be our friend now. I got exactly 4 hours till 9 o'clock in the morning. So we kind of got to make it back to here for us to make money, and then we will just hopefully get the full in golf later. That's the plan. 'Tis the plan. Go for the full in golf. And this should make us some money. Okay, so we're going to take a pause here and see what happens. Hit the old pause button. Come back at maybe 6 a.m. So we're testing the trend line on the half hour. I just drew a trend line based on the last known swing low, failure swing to make new lows on closing price. Kind of coincides with the 15-minute, you know. A little different here, steeper. But I wouldn't go past this. You know, it's too much work. But nothing on the 1 hour. Still slammed. But here we kind of have a triangle forming. And for the trend traders, this is another opportunity to sell more because you got this moving average that we all know and believe in. So it's kind of drifty here. So we're trapped in no man's land here. We're just still down $900 here, waiting for the 6 o'clock. And then eventually, maybe we're going to have to go down here into destruction land, and I put the limits down here. Still haven't scalped out of anything amazingly, so still in heavy. Ready to buy more. Should we tank down here? And same thing here. Euro's ready to tank again, it looks like, possibly. Right, the 15. Kind of hard. I mean, we got a little bit of a no trend line here. No way to really, unless this becomes a failure swing here, we could start anticipating our trend line at the top of the hour. We could start saying, well, it's going to be like this. If we are going to retrace, what do you think the rate of retracement is going to be? And do we have enough? We have just the Goldilocks sizing going here. Still down $1,000. So kind of running out of steam here. I'm really not scalping this. I'm really trying to make 20 pips, and I think that's almost like a swing trade in this under these conditions of the half-hour charts. 15-minute chart, you fall in this hole. Market's trapped. It's banging around. How much has it got left in it? You know, if you're trying to catch big fish, you're going to have to. This is where you're going to stop out of some tickets. You lose some line. What's the probability? And when the markets are on fire like this, I mean, it is kind of exciting. Let's face it. 15-minute chart's going to update here pretty soon. But I'll look at the half hour because I want to step back and say, well, the top of the hour, if it's down, I will buy more. I mean, it's just a sad fact. It's a sad fact. And I guess add to a kind of losing trade. I mean, I'm down $1,000, but I don't know. I got limited orders in here, so if we do go down more, I'm trying to get the best fit on each currency. So I know that the euro's ahead of the pound by another, like a half-hour beat or maybe an hour. One's collapsing, the other one's retracing, and trying to smooth out the equity because they can't both be going down at the same time. That's typically not happening. So the fact that they're falling at different rates and I got different orders sitting in different little baskets down there, So I know, oh, the dollars, looks like the dollar's gonna go up, and depending on where the targets are on each currency, it doesn't you don't get that nice clean profit, but you also don't get you don't destroy the account, right? Because what's the chance of them both going? Uh, the supply and demand zones in each currency is unique, so it's just logical that once this one's done, and then you can see the other ones. Okay, well that's done, and you can't add to that, and there's more orders down there, and just have to wait for it to play out. Just stick with the plan. So we're still trapped in fair value, and it's been 2 hours we found this hole. Can we keep tanking into the Dow Jones opening? Or are we going to come back to that yellow line and then the Dow opens? And then from there we could go up or back down. So what's the healing zone? When does the market come back to after it goes down to new lows, when does it come back into the familiar prices of the past? And all this setup that before U.S. markets open, all this kind of back and forth stuff, and what is the final destination of the trade? I'd say the longer that we just mess around here and I keep getting filled on limits, then it's just going to build itself. And then when it does retrace, I'm looking for 40 pips instead of 30. It's a more vicious retracement the deeper they keep taking it down. So it's just about that, building a position on the edge of the market, looking for the retracement. And that's reversal trading, I guess, in a nutshell. It's not very glamorous, but I mean, it's as good as trend trading. You certainly find out very quickly. Of course, we can wait it out here. We got the pullback coming on the euro right now, and so this has to be a failure sell-off. It's 6 o'clock in the morning here. If we are down, I will buy at the market on the euro. The pound is still ready for another sell-off, even deeper. I'm going to buy more of that. It's unbelievable. So I just put all these orders back in the market, looking to get even in bigger. And this is the hard part of trading. This whole building the position and like, okay, well, this is going to be, the pound's coming down again. I can see it. I think I'm buying more here. I think I just saw a ticket fill. Look at this. So I put more limits down here. Look at the pound's not done tanking. None of this stuff's done tanking. It's like the end of the world here. I put the 18 pip I put the 40 pip targets in here now. Let me see if I got stopped at anything. No. See, this trend line broke, so I just drew that trend line. And these trend lines don't work. Of course, we haven't closed out the top of the hour. We could come screaming back here and close within that, and then you just see a wick and a hammer, and then you'd be like, okay, here comes the euro. The euro's coming back off the floor, pretty pissed off. By 6 o'clock in the morning, I think we're going to be above the round number here on the euro. I think we could flip up here real quick. So this thing's really been oppressed. Let's face it. There's a case here. Supreme Court case of abuse of the euro dollar. Let's zoom out. Okay, so we're down in this insane. I can't believe this price we're at. And the British pound could go down another 20 pips. It's unbelievable. Another epic day. It's just like this here. Did you trade this? Anybody trade this over here? Good God, man. How about this? 60 pips down, 100 pips up. 60 down, 100 up, 60. I mean, just the wicks on this thing are just insane. This is all money. How can you not get in these trades? Especially this time of day. So got to just survive this crush below. We really are going against everybody on this one. Everybody supposedly is selling this down, right? It's going down. They're selling. All right, so we're trapping the turtle traders here. We're going to take the turtle traders and make soup out of them here. First the euro, then the pound, I think. The wave of the dollar. The pound's got another 20 pips it could drop easily. That'd be the best entry on that. Even though we got stopped out of some stuff. In the end, we'll be up. That's the plan. So you gotta stick with the plan here. All right, so I fell asleep there, and we scalped out of the insane sell-off of the British pound as they kept driving it into the floor, and we got an engulf of all the way back to Asian session. And I didn't realize when I was at this pound that there was news coming out over here. I didn't even know. It was 7 o'clock news. And apparently a lot of news on the pound there. So now I'm selling into it really wide. I put Sullivan's up in here above Asia. And now we're waiting for the last leg. We're waiting for the news to come out here in 50 seconds, and I'm seriously long the about 8 standard lots long on the dollar, euro to the dollar. It's in the same, it did not take off like a rock, like the other currency. That was the other shoe to drop, so to speak. All right. News in 30 seconds. We're waiting for this classic move, and I guess I'm going to cash out of some of this stuff because I'm looking at that pound. I'm short the pound right now into the news. All right, let's see. Back to, I'm up $200. Short this. News is out. Unemployment report just came out. So I noticed the same kind of pattern here. We drove down this pound into the big news out of Britain. Then you rip your face off, short squeeze coming back. That's what I'm aiming at here, is a kind of a rally into the, our stocks are going to go up into the stock opening. It could also go down, so I'm going to buy more if it goes down. I put some limits down there. Getting pretty heavy. This has only been out for about 50 seconds here. Cashed out of the pound, and now we're waiting for that euro. Let's see. How's the pound doing? We taking any money on the shorts here yet? This looks like it keep driving up. But that's okay. These are not. This is only about 40K, and I put it in really wide up here. Orders like this. We made it all the way back to Asia from 2 days ago. I took out the Asian session here, so we engulfed it. That was the trade. Kept building that position. Like I said, the first scalp here at the 20 pip floor, and then And then we get insanity, you know. Goes full retard engulf. Still holding on to this. Looking for some type of smash. Not as many pips. But that is the scheme. Just sitting here waiting for this last unfair value to become fair, and maybe an even golf here. 20 pips, 30 pips maybe. The pound's trapped up in here midair. And the pound looks ready to keep going, doesn't it? Look at this wick on the pound. Can you believe it? So that was the buying opportunity. I was saying that was the hedge fund entry there. Here comes the trusty euro dollar trying to make up the slack. I've got sells here. A hedge situation. All right, we're going to cash out into the floor on this one too. About right here is the exit. Everything will be above water by then. Or we're going to tank right now. The news has been out for 5 minutes. A triple bottom here, quadruple bottom forming. Been waiting for that news to come out. It was 5 minutes. Here's a nice trend. Yeah, that's off the rails. I'm just going to sell into this. Because if euro goes up, pound's probably going to go up into this. That's a great trap zone. Way out there tonight or later on today. Okay, here's the moment of the truth. We broke out, pulled back. We should rock it off. Try to come back to this on the 4 hour. Okay, we're up about $100. And that's it. We are waiting for that. Here's the dollar trapped up here. Stocks waiting to open. 1 hour for stocks to open. I think stocks are done. Put a fork in it. Gold looks ready to tank. Sell dollar yen. Last shoe to drop is going to be the rally in the euro. How about that pound, huh? Amazing. The sells are working out though. I'll scalp out it here. We'll get to here, we'll get out. I bet the euro versus the pound's out of control right now. Good Lord. I can only imagine what that currency looks like. After this 80 pip slam here, and then the euro's just sitting still. Wow. We can only imagine what that chart looks like. Here's a 15-minute. Still waiting for some conclusion here. Well, I gotta wait for stocks to open, I guess. The final. So screaming north. No letting up here. That's all right. As this goes up, that means the dollar's going down, and my euro should go up. Certainly different places on the chart. That's quite the... Alrighty then. Final setup here. The 1 hour. 1 hour euro. Here's what I do. Still waiting for this thing to retrace. Let's try to make 34 pips here. Okay, just about to leave the station. smack through this. Really want to see it come to here. You know, just like the pound went berserk, I want to see it come to here. That's the Asian breakout low. Trapping them turtle traders there. Well, look at this. Pounds is still going up. That's good for my euro. So I think we are going to sell up in this whole thing. I will test this idea. Up $62, and let's pick up this sell on this pound here. This looks like a riot. I seem to be making it up on. So we're so heavily long the euro here. Okay, let me check. Got some real money running here on this euro. Look to make 30 pips on the euro. Or more. It is a crazy day. I mean, it is the most ruckus. I said this is historical stuff here. You really could have just traded this on a 30K and made, look at this pound. Total in golf. Almost for the week. It would be very, very funny if we did take out, come after the highs from Sunday and take out the highs of Sunday here. You know? I don't think so, but that's why I put all those sell limits in this void up here. This is what I think is going to be the ripe selling thing, and we can peel that off. Kind of protecting my wins. So they still haven't got the party started here. I cannot get out of this trap down here at the bottom. So let's see what happens. So I can go back to sleep. I'll post this thing, and then I'm going to lay here and stare at the euro. Looking for my target there.